Hello y'all, and welcome to Bourgeoisie is Me YouTube channel. So this is a video that's a follow-up for when I first bought the Procolored K13 light. So I have a list, y'all. So this is probably, I ordered it on the 24th of January 2026. I got it on the 28th, which was like 3-4 days. And I started putting it together on the 30th. I think I did a video actually on the 30th. So since the 30th, today's the 9th of February. So since that time, I had to count these. I've had one phone call out, in which my husband actually spoke to someone in customer service. We've left 3 voicemails. I've had at least 10 emails and 5 chats. So here's some interesting things that I've learned with Procolored. They're actually closed on Sunday, and I'm in the Valley of the Sun, so I'm out in the state of Arizona, and they're on Pacific time, so we're only like maybe an hour or 2 off. So I'm really strategic about when I call because I want to be able to call when somebody picks up. I was unsuccessful, but my husband did get through. There was one chat that was hilarious. So my husband's chatting, trying to get some information to try to help us with this machine. And they said, we're on break now. Call back in 48 hours. My thing is this, I need to go work for Procolored because if I get 2 days off as a break, I'm in the wrong business, but I digress. So, at this point, I am in the process of returning this machine. We've had some hiccups along the way, and I'll show you this later in the video. We've had some hiccups, and like I said in the previous video, I actually kind of anticipate issues. I just do. So I will purchase extra warranties. I'm that person. I'm gonna do a warranty. Do it on my cars, my refrigerator. I do all of that stuff because I feel like when you're putting out a large number of things or a new product, you're going to have issues. And that's just the nature of machines. I'm okay with that. The reason why I want to return this machine is not only with the issues, and it's actually self-cleaning now. So like I said, it's got some nice stuff to it. I still have to do it every few days anyway. But the issue that I'm having is the fact that the customer service is so basura. It is probably one of the worst customer service I've ever had to deal with. And I feel like after I've paid a few $1,000s, I expect to be able to reach somebody if I have issues. Oh, and also, my husband works in IT. So it's not like it's just little old me that went to school for a soft science. We're dealing with somebody who is an IT specialist and knows about machinery and knows about computers and things like that. And we are still having issues. And not only are we still having issues, even outside of that, because the average person doesn't have some of the experience that my husband has, is the fact that most people here are crafters. Or they're trying to do a side business, or maybe be their full-time, but this may not be their primary knowledge base. And I can't get anybody on the phone. The only time I really got somebody on the phone is when I said I wanted to return it. The responses that I got from them were kind of AI based. They always start the same way. Like, I'm sorry for your inconvenience, blah, blah, blah. And I need you to do this. I need you to click on this link. I click on the link, nothing. Like, I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. We purchased something. I want you to be able to give us some service to try to help us. You're not helping us. So I did get a response, and they've been kind of cutesy throughout. And one of them one of my found was funny. And I said, I want somebody to call me back. I've left my number. Here are the hours that were available. We'll call back, when it's outside of our work hours. And I said, some of your responses appear to be AI generated or ambiguous. And the response, like, these are not AI responses. But then at the bottom of the email, it said Yahoo AI generated. What? And the funny thing about, and I'm kind of glad that I actually saw that, because I only saw it on one of them. I really didn't pay attention to the other ones, but I saw it on that one. And the reason why I paid attention to that particular email, because it basically said something about, okay, we'll work with you. Okay, we're sending you another machine out. So I paid a little bit more attention to that, but it was AI generated. So I don't want to spend thousands of dollars for the type of customer service that I'm experiencing. It was $3,000. I don't know what $3,000 look at your house, but it is a big issue in our house. And so I'm figuring that out through like my payer and this company. And the last email I got from them was like, I was like, yes or no? Are you refusing to take this item back? And then I'll have to go through that. And there's like, oh no, we'll return it and then we'll look at it. I was like, no, I want to return, because I don't want to have them fix the process and then if something else goes wrong, this is the type of customer service I get. I've already bought the extended warranty. I get that. For example, let me tell you about my love of extended warranties. I saved up a lot of money because I wanted a white Suburban. I was single, I had my 2 kids, and I was like, you know what? I want me a Suburban. And I saved up for this car, and I bought this car. And this car had a recall on some fuel injection, something or other, some bananas. I don't really know what it was. So I'm irritated because I'm like, well, seriously? So I called the guy and I'm like, look, this is what's going on. He's like, oh yeah, bring it in. Complete inconvenience on my part. Didn't give me a rental cost. I just kind of sit up there on a Saturday. But what I loved about the situation was he was like, hey, Dwan, how you doing? Come on in. I know you don't want to be here. Oh, we got coffee and popcorn or whatever they had, and But make me feel like my purchase and me as a customer is valuable to you. Understand my frustration. And like when I had to go back and get these things fixed, like every 6 months seemed like it wasn't that bad. I was like, but he know I'm coming. I call him. I feel like I feel like I'm dealing with a concierge. It was nice. I know I had to get done. It was under warranty. It was an inconvenience. But at least don't blow me off. Don't tell me, oh, we don't have room, or talk to our AI person, or, oh, let's see. None of that. I was able to talk to somebody, and this is what I think is going to be the downfall of this being as great as it could be. I have had and I have heard, dealing with some other companies and some other machines that cost the same price, I've had wonderful customer service experiences. Or I've had none at all, the machine's just fantastic. Y'all have heard me say in my other video how much I love my Glowforge, how much I love my Recreate. Fantastic. I don't think this is a terrible machine. I don't. If you've had other DTF machines, this may work for you. But if you are new to it and you run into a problem, you will probably be dead in the water. I don't know if it's just my bad luck with customer service, but never have I ever had this terrible of customer service interaction. It's not even worth the purchase. That's how bad it is. Some other things that I wrote down, some of the prints are splotchy, and that's one of the issues I have. And that may not even be a machine issue. It may be I need to talk to somebody, need to explain to me what else I need to do. I do not have that RIP program, and if I need to have that to get good prints, I'm not for that. Because I've already spent like $3,000. And I use what most people use. I have Canva, I have Kittle, I have a Cricut machine. And for example, I created this. I started this on Kittle. I ended up making it better on Canva. and then I print it out on Cricut. So I'm used to like going through all these platforms to get my needs met when I'm doing like my logos and things like that. And when I tried to print this, and I've done this on t-shirts, I've done it on sublimation, I have had that logo on different items for a few years. So when I printed this, and again, let's not even talking about like this run that was over here that I don't even know if you can see, but there's like a blue run that's over here. But it did not really print well. It's extremely blurry, it's splotchy, the letters are running together, it's bananas. And that could have been something that I could have fixed, but I was not able to have a relationship with customer service to be able to have it fixed. And again, like when I use my Glowforge, there is a program that you use when you go into there. And if I want to create a sign that has welcome on it, I can do that without any extra stuff. I can go on my WeCreate, and if I want to do a logo, I have items in that default program that I could literally like put in the shape of a pineapple and put welcome on it. I can do those things. But with this particular program, it's like I wasn't even able to even turn it. Like if I wanted to turn it so I can get more items on it, it didn't even do that. So it really is like a drop and hope it turns out right. There's no editing that I see. And that's probably where the rip comes in at. Now some of the things I did, like, the picture of my dog, and I ended up, I love Wu-Tang Clan. So I do a lot of stuff with Wu-Tang Clan on it. I get it from me and my boys. And like the bottom's a little cut off here. And I specifically did this on one sheet of paper just to make sure there was nothing crazy. But then, I don't know if I can't see the box. Stuff is cut off on the sides. It's cut off at the bottom. It has just been a mess. And then we have some nice ones here. We did do, I don't even know which way, I think it goes this way. We had this here. This was nice. My husband did this. But then, I don't know if you can see, but at the bottom is like an empty line. And, we did some other things as well. So we did this. This one right here turned out good. And then we did we were playing with transparency. It's just, and then we played with transparency here. Again, still cutesy, It's, for me to continue and grow my business with this machine, with this customer service, is wildly inconsistent. It's not dependable. Some things turned out okay, some things didn't. And at this point, and with the type of customer service I've received, it's not worth me adding more programs to try to make it work. I'm kind of done with it. I already had issues with thinking that it may have been a reused one. Now I'm having issues with customer service. So I know that there's DTF printer hacks out there. The type of things that I do, I don't really want to go that route. I'm just going to have to continue to do some research and hopefully find another machine that would work for me. I am crazy bummed about this because, they have a lot of DTF printers, and I don't want to think that it's just a bad machine. I think that I got a lemon-ish machine. And I think that if you have a good machine and everything works the way it's supposed to work, then I think you're golden. That's not my experience, so I'm kind of done with this. That's all I guess I can say about it. Like I said, it's not a terrible machine, but it's just not for me. I'm not willing to fight with customer service for a product that you are standing behind and I can't even get help. So that's kind of where I'm at. So Leave any comments if you have any recommendations for like a better DTF situation. Again, I'm not a YouTuber, I buy everything. So, but the wonderful thing about buying things is the fact that I can truly speak what my truth is. I'm not saying that the YouTubers that get them gifted to them aren't, but I got no skin in the game. If it don't work, it don't work. And that's my experience here. All right, so as always, stay bougie, my friends.